I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt. I created another universe and founded paradise. For
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say... And actually, the Animo Archon...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any... When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the... Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Anything the Knights can do for you.
how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this
Of course.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about this.
Other strange stories?
The Tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old many, many years ago. There was a time
Balls of fire raining from the sky.
people at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on it. Right! Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the... Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the Anna...
I see. Has the Abyss Order all... This could very well have something to do with the defiled
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas. Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
By royal decree! Yeah!
closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's...
I'm not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient... I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about it. It's just my opinion, but you shouldn't place too much trust in them, even if the god in question...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my... I will tell you one final fact.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get...
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep... At the rite of dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the eat...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would all...
That is... Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear... Honorary Knight, please go and check if this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Okay, be careful.
You not welcome here.
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of If you serve us, we can restore you. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Yeah! Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Predators?
By royal decree!
Let the show begin.
Oz revealed by...
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let's dance. Come on, we can do it.
By royal decree! Oz, reveal thyself! Doth thou wish to win? By royal decree!
The end is nigh. The world will burn. The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small, unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed but still, the Abyss Herald.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outs. I too didn't see that.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind?
Thank you. In the future, my claws. You smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's, besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you...
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know it entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fire.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first... It sounds like the first one was way strong, but in this story, it was damaged at the
Don't know, but...
Yes, you were a big help! Thanks! We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald...
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane!
Ozzy, my dear familiar.
Ozzy? What's gotten into you?
Dane, there you are! Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself become... But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't... I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out...
Huh? Really? Just from...
That information combined with a more comprehensive... For example, the old story you told me... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Paimon gets it! So the tyrant's final fury was really just after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North? It must have won. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard. This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't...
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is... and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then... what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of...
Oh,
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as be... Oh, well... good thing we didn't...
Do the Seven really expect me to help? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we... I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
Time for some training?
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps... Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both...
It is your words that forever reek of corrupt. Time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss!
Ready, steady, go!
Oz, reveal the...
Hi.
Decimate!
Ouchie! I'll protect us.
One with my blade.
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Prepare to be blown away!
Submit for judgment.
Let the show begin.
Forth, my blade.
Decimate!
Ready, steady, go!
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Abyssal roar! All life will perish. The end is nigh. The end will
By royal decree! Windblade!
All life will perish. The end is nigh. The end will come.
Oz, reveal thyself!
The world will fall. The end is nigh.
Be gone!
Surging tide. The world will fall. The end is nigh. The
Windblade!
end will come.
Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Surging tide. All life will perish. Decimate. All life will perish.
By royal decree!
Is nigh.
Go, Barbara, go! La 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 la.
Surging tide. Decimate. The end is nigh.
Oz, reveal thyself!
The world will fall. Surging tide. The end will come.
Insubordination!
Rise.
Huh?
it be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just your brother? And
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your brother knows Dane?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever, but I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Oh, well then. First off, that Abyss Herald called you. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of and Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But so that's why your brother said that Dane... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those... Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't... Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, Traveler. Let's go.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
Never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our... And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started... Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon thought of someone already! Atsuko, and let's see what she has to say.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into
Oh. So that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right...
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small. Then how did you...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how... All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and after I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell...
What a horrible journey! And you set off...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated vision. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders, but if you really are set on going, there is...
The raft idea sounds a little on the
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of... Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they...
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyu...
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go find Captain Beidou!
Is this an answer from this world?
bring my notebook.
This will be interesting.
Rise. I'm fine. Not scared.
Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
I'll take care of it. The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
The sound of the ocean waves.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
as calm as always. All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Patuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liu. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the...
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter...
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically...
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then, once...
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry...
Hey, you don't want to pass this up...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the
Huh? I thought you... The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of There are two important rules. One, so you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But as for whether this shell has any practical application, well...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta... Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma? You... want to go?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or...
You just want her to take part in your...
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the...
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
What a bounty.
Waves are as calm as always.
Oh, I'm looking forward. Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze!
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
The waves are as calm as always.
The stock of herbs is running a bit low. I wonder what's going on.
We can do this!
Come on, we can do it. listen up. Let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who? Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then the Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show, nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah. What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam of... I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered two. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is... Alright,
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what but this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's
exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top...
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh?
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique.
Force dispersal.
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very...
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time...
But here we are, having trained under him. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the...
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So, you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous. In most people's eyes, I am a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee... I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Jinx a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you... did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk in...
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to... It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down. And...
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion or...
I wonder if it...
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most... Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top 10.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental ability. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you. Alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing... So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise...
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary.
All right. Let me think. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention... So, I'm putting you straight through to the...
Huh?
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her. Besides, at your level...
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they... We're finally here, folks. The Rails show is about to begin.
The captain seems to... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the set. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you...
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax! My girl's at the top of...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a... Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, if you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance. But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision. I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get...
No, I didn't. I only wanted... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now...
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
By the way, do you know who else made...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But... So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our...
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more...
maybe next time, huh? By the way...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. But given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent, still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope you're better.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we...
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly, I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground.
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly.
Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazu...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in... I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself, given your talents, a few hints from me...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feat...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use element... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not... Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind, and it is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon...
My humble abilities are negligible to think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even...
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her what... It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let...
fact is...
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his... Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command. The world is a truly mysterious place.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what influences the god's decision. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently under... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having... In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for... Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been...
She sounds less like an archon and...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of... It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers. Ah, the time for your match.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile.
Wow! I've been waiting for...
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match. But today's final round will surely... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would...
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand is... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after...
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming. The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Be gone! Windblade!
The hunter become the hunted. Picked the wrong test subject.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still—
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and— In other words—
You—
But most disappointing of all is it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register—
Aha! So you were supposed to—
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the visions. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't act—
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty—
Huh? You're not serious?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show— It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief—
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
What are you trying to do? Yeah.
Come, sever night from day.
No, no! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. And now death. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you... It's up to you. Such willing...
No need for that. Thank you for...
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision real. After seeing you command multiple Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I...
The vision...
I see. So you are... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take.
Yeah, what's the story
The story begins with an old... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in... All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by... It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a...
Huh? So that's what... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual... In fact, the relentless rain and wind...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will... In the meantime,
Paimon believes you'll find...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The party...